Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hi everyone, welcome to Entry App. This is Leena, and in today's class we'll talk about adjectives, okay? Its application in your bank examination, right? So adjective is very important topic, and the function of adjective is also important when you have questions in your English sections. Why? Because there are some questions where you need to put an adjective, but sometimes an adverb has been written. All right. And sometimes we need to know the position of that particular adjective or any word in English grammar. All these things are important, and you will see questions based on these things um, every time. Okay. So we have some concepts, but before that we need to understand the definition of the adjective. If you do not know the meaning or the definition of adjective, you should be aware of it. So the function or the definition of an adjective is that it is a word, right? It is a word which is used to qualify a noun or a pronoun. Now what do you understand by this word qualify? It means when you have a noun or a pronoun. A noun is a name of a person, a thing, a place, an idea, or a concept. And why do we use pronoun? To avoid the repetition. Okay. So basically, whenever you can use a noun, you can use pronoun as well. Okay. So what is the function of pronoun? It replaces a noun. And what is the function of adjective? It qualifies a noun and a pronoun, because somewhere noun is equal to pronoun. Okay, whenever you have a noun, you can use pronoun. So adjective qualifies both. Now, what is the meaning of qualify? Suppose you are talking about a person. Okay, if you are talking about a person is a noun, and if you want to describe more things, okay, suppose you're talking about a man and he's very genuine person, very intelligent person, very disciplined person, okay, and very hardworking. So all these words are doing what? All these words are describing the quality of that man. So this is the function of an adjective. It qualifies, or you can say it describes the quality of a noun or a pronoun. Pronoun replaces a noun. Okay. So we have this example, Harshita is a good girl. So the sentence is talking about Harshita and she's a girl. Okay. Harshita is a noun, girl is a noun. What is this? This is an adjective. Okay, this is an adjective because it is qualifying or describing girl. It gives us more information about this girl. So the word which describes more about noun, or which tells us more information about a noun or pronoun, is called adjective. I hope it's clear to you. Next sentence we have, Harshita is better than Priya. Now again we have an adjective here, but we can see that there is a comparison between Harshita and Priya. Okay, Harshita and Priya. So we have understood the definition of adjective. Okay, we have understood this example as well. Now this sentence is telling us something more about adjective and its application. So we have some degrees in adjectives. Okay, we have degrees of adjectives. Okay, we have positive degree. I know you all know about it. If someone doesn't know about it, so this is for that individual or for those students. Okay, so positive degree, then we have comparative degree, and then we have superlative degree. So we have to understand the difference or the functions of these degrees as well. So positive degrees, we can call it the base adjective, the base form of adjective, or the basic degree of adjective. So a positive degree, where we use positive degrees, like in this sentence, good is a positive degree. And what is the function of positive degree? It offers no comparison. When there is no comparison in that situation or in this that statement, that degree is called, you know what, a positive degree. Okay, when you want to describe a noun or a pronoun, but you are not comparing that noun with another noun, so this is called positive degree. Like good, good is the positive degree, but better is the comparative degree. Now, what is the meaning of comparative degree? Comparative degree is used to show comparison between two people, things, places, or anything which are two in number. Okay, so when there are comparison between two, we use comparative degree. Okay, so and that is how we can, you know, show which has lesser or greater degree of the quality. We use comparative degree. Like in this example, Harshita is better than Priya, so we have used comparative degree here. After that, we have used then to show the comparison. You cannot, you know, use your comparative degree without than. We have used comparative degree. You cannot use Harshita is good than Priya, because this is positive degree. So we have used better for to show the comparison. Clear? Harshita is better than Priya. Now in this sentence, we have best, not good, not better. We have best, and best is the superlative degree. So positive degree offers no comparison. There is no comparison. Comparative degree shows comparison between two people, things, or places. Now, what is the function of superlative degree? Superlative degree compares more than two things. Okay, when you are comparing two things, you have to use comparative degree. But when you are comparing more than two things, and what is the function, but what is the exact function of superlative degree? It is used to show which has the least or the greatest degree of the quality. Okay, when you have so many things, like you have 3, 4, 5, or any kind of number you have, and you're saying that only one person is the best. Okay, this is the worst. Okay, this is the best quality, this is the worst quality. Okay, uh, so in that case, you have to use superlative degree. So Harshita is the best girl in our family. So there is a family, there are few people, and I am making a choice. I'm saying that Harshita is the best girl. So that is how we have to use the. Okay, not every time, but most of the time you have to use the before the superlative degree, and then you have to use superlative degree and then this noun. Okay, so this is all about adjective, definition of adjective, and then positive, comparative, and superlative degree. Now we have some more examples, like the team has a dangerous batsman. Where is the adjective in this sentence? Dangerous. Okay, what kind of batsman? So you will find answer of what kind, what kind of batsman. The team has a dangerous batsman. What kind of batsman? Dangerous. So this is your adjective. I have a fast car. Okay, car is the noun. What kind of car? Fast car. So this is your adjective again. They have 3 children. If I say they have children, so this is the normal, or I would say the statement which gives you the information. But if I am mentioning the number 3 children, so this is your adjective. So we have so many types of adjectives. My cake should have 16 candles. Okay, so candles is a noun, and how many candles? 16 candles. So 16 is the adjective here. Okay, okay, now we have this concept. So whenever you have more than one adjective in your statement, in your single statement, then this should be the sequence. First of all, at the first place, you have to use determiner, like a, and, some, any, my, your. All these things are determiner. Okay, a and is also called article, but Determiner, they determine the your noun, so we call them determiner as well. Opinion, opinion, when we talk about something, that this is something ugly, this is beautiful, this is pretty, these all things are called opinion. Size, something is tiny, huge, large, tall. Okay. Then shape, round, flat, triangle, all these things. And then you will talk about age, like old, new, young, ancient. And then you'll talk about color. Okay. And then origin, you have to use origin after that, and then material, and then noun. Now what happens, you don't need to use all these adjectives in a single statement every time, but if you want to, or if you have to, you, this should be the sequence. Otherwise what happens, you will have size, you will have shape, and then directly you will write material, about your material, and then noun. So the sequence should be this: determiner, opinion, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, and then finally noun. So we have this statement: I love that beautiful old black car. So beautiful is the opinion, as I told you. Size, no, old is not talking about size. Age, okay, age means it's not exactly what you're thinking, that how old are you. We are not only talking about a person, we can also talk about, you know, how how old particular thing, okay, when something has been manufactured, so the date of the manufacturing in this context as well. So I love that beautiful old black car. So after that we have used black, and then finally we have used this noun car. This is your sequence, this should be your sequence. You cannot use I love that old beautiful black car, no, that then your sequence will be incorrect. Next sentence: she lives in the big blue, white, and gray house at the end of the street. So now here in this sentence, you can see we have three colors: blue, white, and gray, right? And before that, we have another adjective, which is big, which comes under the category of what? Size, right? Size. So this comes under the category of size. And after that, we have three colors. So we have to use size before the colors, and this is the correct sequence. So now we can say that the sequence is absolutely fine for this sentence. Okay. And we have this concept again, it is very very important concept. And the concept is saying, if a choice has to be made between two persons or things, if you remember, I told you that whenever you want to compare two things, or two people, or two places, you have to use comparative degree. But this is something different, slightly different thing. if you uh, if you have to make a choice, okay, if a choice has to be made between two persons or things, the comparative degree will be used. Okay. Then what happens, article the will be used before the comparative degree. Okay, then you have the comparative degree, but before that you have to use the, and after that you have to use of the, which is written over here. Okay. And comparative degree should be used in between, right? Now understand, now understand what is the difference between this concept or the concept I have told you earlier. So when there is a simple comparison, there is a comparison between two things, then you have to use what? A comparative degree. And then you have to use then, and then you have to write your noun. But when you when you have to make a choice, when there are two people or two things, when there are two people, because we are talking about two sisters, one is Riya and second one is Priya. Okay, we are talking about these two sisters, but we are making a choice. We are only trying to say that only this girl, Priya, is the best. Okay, we are making a choice, we are only selecting one out of these two. Okay, got it? When we are only comparing, we have to use comparative degree, and after that we have to use then. But when we are making a choice, when we want to say that um, uh, this is the girl who's the best, this is the girl who is intelligent, then we have to use what, this structure, the, then after that comparative degree, and then after that you have to use of the. If I write this sentence in this way, she's not the richest of the two sisters, okay, um, then this is incorrect sentence. Why? Because we have used superlative degree here. So generally what happens, we will see comparative degree which has suffix er, and we have superlative degree with suffix est. When we see that there is an adjective and we cannot convert it into comparative and superlative degree by just adding er or est, then in that case we can use more or most, more for comparative degree and most for your superlative degree, okay. But this is not the same thing. She is not the richest, or if I simply delete this, not just ignore it, the sentence is saying she is the richest of the two sisters. No, we cannot say this thing because this is talking about only two. Then we have to use obviously comparative degree, but we have to use the here as well. This is very important. I'm telling you again and again, it is very important concept. When you are only making a choice out of two people, things, or places, then you have to use comparative degree. But before comparative degree, use the, and after comparative degree, use of the, and then finally write down your two people sentences, whatever the now you have, okay. Now this sentence is correct and this is incorrect. Okay, next sentence, Chandigarh is better of the two cities. Okay, Chandigarh is the, and then we have comparative degree of the, and then two cities, perfectly fine, correct. Dhoni is the better, the, and then comparative degree of the and two players, perfectly fine, got it. Next concept we have, when we want to make choice, okay, when you want to say that she is the girl who is the best, okay, he is the boy who is the most intelligent, then what happens, we simply use the, and then we use superlative degree, and after that we have to use of the. This is the simple concept of superlative degree. What happens when we are making choice out of two things, then only we have to use comparative degree. All rest of the things are similar, okay. So this is the smallest box I have ever seen. This is your one sentence. What happens, you have this the, and then you have superlative degree, and then you have what, box, okay. What happens in this sentence, obviously you are talking about a noun, and you are saying that this is something best or this is something worst, okay. Basically what you want to say, that this is something which has the greatest degree, okay, or this is something which has the least degree, but you are not mentioning um, the other person or the other place, okay. You are not mentioning it. This is the smallest box. It is understood that we are comparing it with other boxes, but we have not mentioned it. So in that case we simply use the, and then superlative degree, and then simply noun, okay. The, superlative degree, and your noun. But when you have mentioned all these things and you are only making choice out of these things, then this structure will be followed, okay. So Kohli is the best, okay, superlative degree, before that we have used the, and then you have to use of the, okay, of the batsman in the Indian cricket team, got it. English is the easiest, superlative degree of the language is taught in the school, okay. So this is the difference between your first and second and third statement. Now next concept we have, when two qualities are to be compared of the same person, when we are not talking about two person, we are talking about only one person, and we are comparing qualities of when we are talking about two qualities of only one person, We have only one person. Could be any person, could be any a thing. So we have only one person and we are comparing qualities. When we are comparing two qualities of this person, then what happens? Then we don't use the comparative degree. Okay, we don't use comparative degree. Point to be noted. Comparative degree is used for comparison between two different things and persons. Okay. Instead of using comparative degree, what we need to use? We have to use more, clear, then positive degree, then what? Then we have to use then, and then your next adjective, it should be also in positive degree. Okay, this should be your sequence. So if I say Nishant is luckier than hardworking, incorrect, absolutely incorrect. Nishant is more right, lucky, right, then right, hardworking. Now this is your perfectly fine sequence. Okay. Next sentence or the next concept is when we wish to state that someone or something is better or worse than the rest, then any other will be used. Okay, when we want to say that this is something, this is better or the worst than the rest. Okay, when we are excluding all the other things, we simply use any other. We simply use what? Any other. Now see, Puneet is taller than any boy, so we have to mention other here as well. This is your incorrect sentence. Puneet is taller than any other boy in the class. Okay. Next statement is saying maths is more interesting than any other subject. So we have any and then we have other and then we have subject. So it seems fine. Perfectly fine. January is older than any other month of the year. This is also fine. But what about this statement? Diamond is more precious than any metal. Is this correct? Yes, this is fine. Why? Because we are not, you know, we are not saying that this is something better or worse than the rest, because the other thing we are comparing with is not the, is not it doesn't come under the same category, because diamond is not metal. Okay, diamond is non-metal, diamond is not metal, but January is year, maths is subject. Okay, so we have to use we have to keep this thing in mind, that we are when we want to wish, when you want to state that someone or something is better worse, then this should be keep in mind that if this is a different thing or place of anything, then we cannot use other here. This is simply fine. Diamond is more precious than any metal. Okay. Now, next concept we have, when two adjectives are used for the same noun or pronoun, then the adjective should be in the same degree. Simple. When two adjectives are used for the same noun. Okay, same noun. Suppose you are talking about India, you are talking about America, you are talking about Taj Mahal, you are talking about same noun, then two adjectives are used. Okay, then what happens? The adjective should be in the same degree. Now, India is the greatest and the tolerant country. No, it is incorrect. Why? This is superlative degree and this is your positive degree. So make it similar. Okay, use the same kind of degree. So India is a great, okay, is a great and tolerant country. Now it seems fine. Okay, you have three questions and try to find out, is there any correction which is required to make these sentence correct. Okay, if not, then also it is fine. So write in the comment box if you find any kind of error in these three sentences, and I will discuss these sentences in our next class. Till then, keep learning, keep revising all the things, and take care.